These midterm elections coming up, probably not going to be a mystery. Short some kind of miracle, incumbent Congressman Cliff Bentz will remain in an office that he doesn't deserve so that he can continue to ignore the people who put him there for another 2 years. I don't know. Maybe. I can tell you what is definitely not going to happen. The libs will not finally be owned. MAGA will not suddenly vanish. No one is going anywhere. So before we all forget how to talk to each other, let's at least try to get on the level. Time to be honest. When you vote for Cliff Bentz, it's not because of what he gives you. It's because of what he denies others. It's not what he does. His value is in what he doesn't do. That's the point. It's also why Medford and America hurts itself. You're in pain. Those in power cause pain. You see this. You want to feel powerful, so you use your power, such as it is, to cause pain. But the powerful would never let you cause them pain, so they find you some targets on equal footing, where you can aim easier. The rich have the same disdain for you that they have for trans athletes or immigrants. You're not better. You're just more useful. And it's killing our country. Right here in the 2nd District. Right here in Medford. You already know. You know being white will not make you special again. Your religion will not control the lives of others. Your fearfulness is not the guiding principle of the future. You already know. So stop trying to hurt people with your vote. Stop trying to break the parts of America you can barely even see through your rage. It's not just your pain. We've all got it. People are dying, and laws are being ignored. Bad things are happening with our government's seal of approval. This blind insistence on partisan domination is wrecking our ability to respond to change. Change coming at us from all angles. America is becoming a landscape of desperate scrambling, not confident planning. And to be sure, we cannot afford to spend the entire first half of the 21st century relitigating the 20th. It's time to move on. It's time to accept change, to minimize damage, and to reconnect with all people in our society, which means this, by the way, your voice shall be heard. But you won't need to silence anyone to make it happen. We are one from many. That's sometimes a frustrating or confusing reality, but we can still manage it, share it, make great things from it. It's what we used to be known for. America is big enough to host all of our diversity of thought, our choice of paths, our freedom to live, yours and mine. But no landmass can contain a monoculture of belief. So please, for your own sake, don't vote because you know it will hurt someone or because you think it will stop change altogether. Don't vote because you believe pain is power or because privilege is greater than responsibility. Vote because real things have happened in just the last year and real people are hurting. Vote because the $2 trillion added to our national debt since January of 2025 hurts you and other people. Vote because cutting SNAP benefits and child health insurance funding in 2025 impacted 1 out of every 4 veteran households. I assume we still care about veterans. Vote because the reduction in SNAP benefits reduced Oregon consumer purchasing power by over $380 million. Vote because as many as 1 in 6 Oregonian children experience food insecurity. Vote because the 2025 tariffs caused our district's #1 export, microprocessors and electrical components, to drop by 27%. At the whim of one man, our entire state's exports dropped by 14%. Vote because those same tariffs cost American consumers $200 billion, or anywhere between $800 and $1,300 per American household. Last year, we bore 96% of the total cost of Trump's tariff tantrums. They are directly linked to our ongoing inflation. Vote because a 470-acre cyanide-based gold mine, a process banned in Montana, was fast-tracked by the Department of the Interior just south of Vail, Oregon. Our public lands poisoned for decades to come. Vote because the Dows will experience a 99% increase in utility costs in order to accommodate data centers by 2036. Vote because 600,000 acres of Oregon public forest land is being handed over to private industry. Vote because Cliff Bentz promised to get spending and taxation under control, and at the cost of livelihoods and foreign aid and our reputation as a superpower, we reduced the deficit by $50 billion. Withdrawing that foreign aid, by the way, killed over 100,000 people. People who believed in America. Vote because Cliff Bentz won't attend town halls in person, isn't bothering to staff his office phone lines anymore, and doesn't reply to emails. Vote because you deserve a response from your congressperson, no matter your politics. Vote because Cliff Bentz didn't stand up for all those VA workers fired, furloughed, or shoved out as part of DOJ's meat cleaver approach to cost cutting. Not even mental health specialists were safe, while Cliff Bentz's veteran constituents die of suicide at a rate twice the national average, 1 every 3 days, each one of them betrayed. Vote because the immigration crackdown will result in decreased employment for American-born workers and no economic growth, according to the Brookings Institution and the Peterson Institute for International Economics. Some estimates show the American gross domestic product shrinking between 4 and 6% over Trump's second term. Vote because immigration cases have overtaken drug and fraud cases. Our government has taken resources away from other agencies to prop up a militarized national police force dedicated to hunting humans, at least half of which are not criminals of any kind. Vote because $75 billion of your money has been given to ICE, who in turn has provided us dead Americans and missing children, and to be sure, angry communities. Vote because your government no longer combats human trafficking in any meaningful way. Vote because Cliff Bentz doesn't consider it his responsibility to stand up to his party or his president when they work against your interests. Vote because Cliff Bentz doesn't really care about you, doesn't really care about the deficit or government spending, and doesn't care about solving problems for anyone other than big business and himself. Vote because when you fall out of love with government and representative democracy, Cliff Bentz gets what he wants. Vote to protect your rights, including those gun rights that Trump doesn't care about and will abandon if it serves his purpose. Vote because the hatred is not working. The divisions are not making us stronger. The outrage, the stress, the fear have cost all of us too much. All for more pain and the satisfaction of greed in a few. Vote because the government ought to be used as a tool, not a weapon. Vote because we need to fix problems, not to cause problems. Vote like you are keeping the light on for democracy and not creating darkness for others. Stop pretending that we fight for something merely by fighting each other. We are Americans. We are the voters, and we are about to choose between an America we can all hold together or no America at all.